It's such a privilege working out here. I'm sat in the sunshine outside my studio, looking out over the sea, and I'm trying to capture the essence of the landscape of the cliffs with a piece of clay on quite a small scale. It's an extraordinary material because when it's really fine, like this clay is, it accepts detail, and the smallest marks can look quite extraordinary. And it's a great way of capturing the texture of the landscape and the cliffs, because the detail expands in your vision to make the piece of clay look quite monumental, even though it's only a couple of inches high. I've been walking down to the cliffs this morning and took my sketchbook and just sat for a while really and looked at the landscape and tried to absorb the structure and the essence of that landscape, so that I could come back here and sit with some clay in the sunshine and just fiddle about really until I find something that I really like. I've made some pieces which are inside the studio. It's quite hot out here, it's about 20-22 degrees, and so the clay dries really quickly. That's quite nice because at each stage of the clay I can make a different sort of mark, and I'm using an old kitchen knife here to peel away layers of the clay, and just a little bit of wood. I particularly like this piece of wood because it's got a piece of texture here and another little tiny bit here, and then it's got some sharp corners, and by bashing the clay with this bit of wood I can simulate the textures of the rock face. The important thing is to understand the structure of the rocks, because it's not enough just to beat it about with a bit of wood or a bit of stone. You have to understand the underlying structure, a bit like drawing a life model. If you don't understand the structure, it doesn't look convincing. So I'm playing, I'm enjoying the process of playing, and I'm enjoying the discovery, and every now and then I make a mark and I think, oh, that's really nice, you know, that really works well. But the great thing about clay is it's very forgiving, and you can mess around with it and keep changing the idea. And you can discard it if it's no good and start again. So I've got a lump of clay in a bag down on the floor underneath the table in the shade, and when this bit's got to the point where I can't work it anymore, then I'll grab another bit and do that. So I made this one just now, quite like that one, quite like some of the little curves on it, and the end here, I particularly like these broken bits. This bit here, which was just where it came out of the bag, it's just got a nice sort of weathered quality to it, and I like this overhang too. I'm not sure whether these lines are right with that, but I'll just look at it for a while and then maybe do a bit more on it in a minute. Okay, a bit more bashing I think.